Am I the asshole for not picking up my daughter from a party after she broke my rules? New Year's Eve aftermath here. My daughter, 16, was allowed to go to a New Year's party by herself for the first time. We clearly defined rules beforehand. No drinking, only stay at the house we agreed on, home by 2. That's 3 rules, dude. I thought my daughter should be grown up enough to handle those rules, but apparently I was mistaken. At about 1:30, she called me to tell me that her friends wanted to go to another party and she joined them. Now she said the friends had vanished and she was at a house party where she felt unsafe and wanted me to pick her up. She was at a quite remote place. In no way she would have been home at 2. Also, she was clearly intoxicated. I believe in consequences, so I refused. Told her that this will be a learning experience and should try to figure out how to get home. She's too old for rules, so she doesn't need my coddling anymore. She tried to argue, but I just ended the call and went to bed. The next morning, I woke up to several aggressive and threatening messages from my ex-wife, who had apparently agreed to pick her up instead, against the custody agreement. Daughter is staying with her and refusing to leave, also against the agreement. I don't believe there was any real danger and just had to show her that the rules exist for a reason. My ex seems to think different. Am I the asshole? Yes, dude, you're the asshole. You didn't put your daughter in a dangerous situation. She put herself in a dangerous situation, but you chose to leave her there. And what world do you think it's okay to leave your daughter intoxicated with no friends at some remote place where there's this party going on with people that she doesn't know? Do you know what happens to 16-year-old girls who get drunk and get abandoned by their friends and don't have a ride? How do you think she's going to figure out how to get a ride? All of the people there are drunk, horny dudes. And you knowingly put your daughter in this position. This angers me, and it is the shittiest thing that a father could do. Some kind of punishment was definitely warranted for breaching the agreement that you had created with her, but you can't be surprised. You can't be surprised that the New Year's Eve party that she went to, that they ended up traveling to a different party and she ended up drinking. You can't be surprised by that. And you also can't punish her for her friends leaving her. You can't punish her for that. The aftermath of what could have happened because you chose not to go rescue your daughter could have been devastating. She could have been taken advantage of. She could have been harmed. She could have been abducted, dude. Like, what the is wrong with you? In your position, I definitely would have gone and picked her up. I would have been pissed when I got there and there would have been an ass chewing the whole way home, but she would have been safe. And you gambled with your daughter's safety to prove a point. And that's not okay. You, sir, are an ass con 1 of the highest order. Nothing that makes this okay, and you're a shit person for it. This is not how you dad. Watch some Bluey and take some tips from Bandit Healer, because there's no way in hell Bandit Healer would ever leave Bluey or Bingo in this kind of situation. There is a lesson to be learned. The lesson is not the situation that you left her in. The lesson is not her first time being out at a house party drunk, trying to figure out how to get a ride home from a bunch of other drunk, horny dudes. What is wrong with you, man? I hope that the comment section on this video just tears this dude apart, because this dude deserves to be torn apart. You keep referencing the custody agreement here, but knowingly putting your child in danger is probably a breach of that agreement. And that agreement is probably going to be revisited because of this. So you need to realize that it was a shit thing to do, and that, yeah, a lecture is warranted, punishment is warranted. Gambling with your daughter's safety? No. And this might cost you a whole lot more than just a bad morning where you got a bunch of angry messages. This is going to cause problems for a long time.